Hi everyone, I hope you're having an amazing day so far. My name is Dina, and on my channel I talk about all things green, including plant sustainability and plant-based food. And I also have my own small business where I make macrame home decor and accessories, so I may talk about small business tips or Etsy tips as well. If you'd like to follow me on social media, my Instagram and TikTok are at earthlingdina or at readyset.co, which is my small business page. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's get right into the video. So the other day I was doing plant care and I realized that I use a lot of plant products that I didn't use at the beginning of my plant collection journey. So I wanted to talk about some of my favorite products that I use now that I wish I had at the beginning, and I think it might be super helpful for you as well. Let me know down in the comments if you use any of these or if you have any other suggestions. So let's start off with number 1. So this is probably a no-brainer, but a good watering can is super helpful when you're watering your plants. At the beginning, I didn't use a watering can, I just used a cup, and I definitely spilled water everywhere. So getting a good watering can is super helpful for watering your plants, which you need to do. So this one I think is from IKEA, but I'll link it below. Honestly, any watering can is good. Honestly, any watering can that has like a nice spout that lets you get into the surface of the soil is super helpful so you don't spill everywhere. But yeah. So next up is a humidifier. This has probably been the most important thing for me. A humidifier helps increase humidity in your home, which is the amount of water vapor that is in the air. A lot of the plants that we get are tropicals, so tropical plants, obviously they come from the tropics where it tends to be more humid, so that is the environment that they thrive in. So having a humidifier in your home tries to recreate that environment for your plants so that they do a lot better. A lot of plants can do without a humidifier. It's not always needed. Some definitely need lots of humidity to survive, but mostly they'll just really thrive with a humidifier. There's other ways you can increase humidity in your home, but this is just super easy, and you can find them secondhand as well. I probably have like 3 different ones in my house. Yeah, I definitely love these. I'll link the ones that I have below, but you can really get them from anywhere. So another plant product that I find super helpful is a moisture meter. Basically, the explanation is in the name. It measures the moisture of your soil. So all you do is you stick it into your soil, and mine is super simple. It just says dry, moist, or wet. So I stick it in around the soil just to check different places, and depending on what my plant's water needs are, I will either water or skip watering. I find this super helpful for those of you that either underwater or overwater. I'm definitely prone to overwatering, so at the beginning I wish I had this so that I could just check the soil, because sometimes on the top it looks like it's dry, but on the bottom it's actually still wet. So having this helps you know if your plant needs water. Obviously different plants have different needs, so depending on what your plant needs, this will show you if it's in the right condition to get watered. All you have to do is a quick Google search of what your plant likes. So like my Maranta prefer to remain more moist, while like my Hoya prefer to dry out between watering. So I'll just stick this in and it'll tell me if the soil is dry, moist, or wet. There's definitely other ways of measuring when your plant needs to be watered. So I don't use this by itself. I definitely check like the leaf texture as well, see what the leaves are looking like, whether the pot still feels heavy. But this is still super helpful to know when to water. So if you've ever taken a science class, you probably know what photosynthesis is. Basically, it's the process of which plants convert sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide into plant food and oxygen as well, which means your plant won't survive without sunlight. Different plants have different sunlight needs, just like they have different water needs. So if your house only gets low light, but your plant needs bright indirect light, it won't thrive without more light. So grow lights are kind of a replacement for natural sunlight. There's lots of different kinds that you can get. I don't know much about the science behind grow lights or which settings or colors are for what, but I will link a great video down below for you to watch if you're interested. But really, I found just any grow light worked for me. I just got mine off of Amazon, but I will link them below. But really, any grow light try it out, see how it is. Yeah, grow lights have definitely saved me through a couple Canadian winters, so I'll just leave it at that. Another plant item I wish I had used from the beginning as well are different moss poles, planks, or stakes to help my plants grow upwards. What I love about moss poles is that they kind of resemble like a natural environment for plants. So the moss kind of resembles like the wet mossy bark that plants would climb up trees. So moss poles not only help your plant grow up, but it also creates aerial roots that will actually grow into the moss pole as long as you keep it moist, and they tend to grow a lot larger as well. Okay, so last but not least is spray bottles. These are super helpful to either create more humidity or to mix your own pest control spray in. So I use this just to spray my plants. They tend to enjoy being misted sometime. There's definitely controversy around it, but I've heard that as long as you have good air circulation and sunlight, it's natural for plants to have water on their leaves. I like to reuse old spray bottles. That's definitely the easiest way, but you can buy spray bottles that are more meant to use for your plants. This is just an old cleaning bottle that I just mixed my neem oil solution in that I use for pest control. And yeah, it works super well. So yeah, those are the 6 plant products that I use now that I wish I used at the beginning. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and comment down below your favorite products. I will see you in the next video. Bye.